Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new Bad Batch Season 3 update into the regards of the trailer. We're definitely on the kind of radar and that watch for the Bad Batch's third or Season 3 trailer. Of course, we're going to go ahead, we're going to break it all down from everything that we're hearing about and anticipating, and when we can see the actual trailer itself, when the actual show itself is going to be dropping here very soon, we hope. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button and join us here on the channel today as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so just a couple of days ago, roughly a week ago actually now, we had recently covered here on the channel, not coming from any like independent source necessarily, like comicbook.com or makingstarwars.com or anybody like that, Bespin Bolton, just kind of seeing it like straight from the source, really, and I think that is all the more matter and all the more credible. So with that in mind, Jennifer Corbett, who is actually the head writer of the Bad Batch animated show, all 3 of its seasons now, as the 3rd season looks to be the final season of the show, that is going to be coming out sometime this year. And from what we're hearing, from what it looks like, is that the Bad Batch's 3rd and final season is going to be the first Disney Plus project, or the first Star Wars project, much rather, to actually finally be releasing here in the new year of 2024. Now, with that, there are 4 other projects that are going to be released here for Star Wars, specifically on Disney Plus. There's plenty of other like mediums essentially of Star Wars content that's also releasing, new books, novels, and even a new game. We've already discussed and covered all of that here in separate videos here on the channel with overview videos, but to kind of give you guys a bit of a rundown, we have the Bad Batch's 3rd and final season, the Acolyte, the Star Wars Skeleton Crew show, and then Tales of the Jedi. Those are all going to be Disney Plus releases for later this year. Tales of the Jedi season 2, mind you. The only reason I think mentioning any of that, or is really worth mentioning any of that, is because it gives us a rough idea on when we're going to anticipate and to see the Bad Batch's 3rd season actually coming out. From what we were initially hearing is that Skeleton Crew was going to be the first project to be releasing this year on Disney Plus. That no longer seems to be the case. It seems that it's been pushed off and it's going to be coming out later in the year, and that much rather Lucasfilm is going to actually be releasing the Bad Batch season 3 in favor of that, like as its first project for Disney Plus. And with that in mind, it's probably going to be coming out in a matter of weeks to a month, really, I think, at that. I definitely think we could actually have the Bad Batch season 3 with its first couple of episodes coming out by the end of February. And looking at the calendar, it's the last week of January, so we're right about there. Okay, so I digress. As I had mentioned, Jennifer Corbett, the head writer, what's so important about her? She's been going crazy over on Twitter, now known as X. You guys can follow us there, linked in the description down below. And then, as I had also mentioned just a couple of days ago, roughly a week ago here now, actually, we had covered that here on the channel, that she's been putting out a bunch of new recent teases about the Bad Batch season 3 and its trailer, kind of just giving out little hints here and there over on Twitter. I mean, not even little hints, just like straight up like hints, as you guys can see those on the screen now playing by. Just like, what else kind of could it be kind of scenario you think to yourself. So probably the most recent one, looking back over on her Twitter profile now, is actually this one: prepped and ready for the weekend with the peace out sign. Many people kind of took this as like the trailer for the Bad Batch season 3 is going to be finally dropping sometime over the weekend, like nowish. And at the time of recording and publishing this video, it's Sunday night, and it's gone and past the weekend, and there's no Bad Batch season 3 trailer. So maybe exactly what could she be hinting at exactly? Maybe just, I don't know, ready for the weekend, just in general. Maybe that fact of that we did look too far into it, over speculated, over theorized, and I think that does happen quite a bit when it comes to the Star Wars community, when it comes to those teases and those rumors, and that's something that I definitely do try to stray away from here on the channel generally. It did definitely feel like a bit of a build-up though, as you guys can maybe feel or kind of see there as well. Like all of like every other post that she had been posting over on Twitter or X, as I had mentioned, was something into the regards or related to the Bad Batch, just about, with, you know, that smirky little hint there. Go to the comments and everybody's freaking out. It has to be about the Bad Batch, because what else could she have been hinting at or have been kind of gandering towards? So I think here's my answer to that, is that maybe it was just into the idea of that, okay, last week was crunch week. That was prep week, getting all of the promoting, marketing, and everything finalized for the Bad Batch Season 3, and that this upcoming now week is where we're finally going to start getting those reveals, finally see the trailer for the Bad Batch Season 3, start getting the new marketing, that new promoting, new merchandise, new looks at the upcoming show, an official release date reveal, which, as I had mentioned just a couple of minutes ago, as I'm kind of thinking that it's probably going to be by the end of February. I kind of mentioned this in and out of other videos here on the channel as well. There isn't really any necessary reason for Lucasfilm just to have shows overlapping with the releases for this year over on Disney Plus specifically. Like, they did this last year with The Mandalorian Season 3 and with The Bad Batch Season 2, and I don't think a lot of people were feeling it. Like, it just felt like too much Star Wars content, and I know that's a very rare thing to say. I feel like Star Wars has never really suffered from that oversaturation that maybe Marvel Studios does, by which, if you're a Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below. But putting out too much content isn't really something I feel that's a problem. And even then, with the Bad Batch Season 2 and the Mandalorian Season 3 having those overlapping episodes, it didn't feel like much of an overshadow going on there. Like, people weren't choosing the Mandalorian Season 3 over watching the Bad Batch Season 2, or vice versa. People were both kind of just watching both of those shows. Point being, though, however, like, if you have the room to, you have 52 weeks to work with here. I mean, probably like 48 weeks now at the time. At this point, it's now the end of January. There's still plenty of room to spread out all of your different projects that they're going to be releasing on Disney Plus. So one of my biggest concerns and hopes for the Bad Batch Season 3 is that they don't decide to overlap it with anything. So with that in mind, and as I had also mentioned earlier on, all their other Disney Plus releases for 2024, including The Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, and Tales of the Jedi Season 2, they kind of seem to go in that order, just about roughly here or there. I mean, Skeleton Crew feels like a little bit more up in the air now, with it being kind of like that the Bad Batch Season 3 is going to be releasing at the beginning of the year. It seems that Skeleton Crew is probably going to be at the end of the year instead, is what a lot of people, different reports and rumors have said, but those are rumors, so take them with a grain of salt. But after the Bad Batch Season 3, sometime in the spring, early summer, is where we're going to be getting the Acolyte show. After that, in the late summer, early fall, August, September, somewhere around there, is where we're set to get Tales of the Jedi Season 2, and then sometime probably in November or December is where they want to put out Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Now, those are all kind of just looking at it as an overview, kind of a bit of more of speculation, much rather than actually even sourced rumors. Anyway, overall, it looks like that the marketing promoting for the Bad Batch Season 3 is ramping up, and that they are probably going to, hopefully, fingers crossed, wouldn't hold your breath on it, because looking at this past week, that's kind of what we did. We held our breath on it. We were hoping, it seemed like it, that they were going to do it, and they didn't do it. It kind of feels a bit disappointing, but it doesn't at the same time, because now it feels like that they are going to be doing it this week, putting out the Bad Batch Season 3 trailer. Guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What are you guys looking forward to most with the Bad Batch's third and final season? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.